Alright, so we are pretty much set to go. Here's my inventory. I don't think I'm going to be using the shotgun. I'm just bringing it for moral support. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. Holy shit, that boss arena. Yeah, but pretty sure this is the last episode. Oh, hey, you can see inside there. Oh, wait. It's weird. That stuff's like flowing towards the center. It must be a drain or something. I don't know why I'm focusing on that. Let's get started.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You print money. I like money. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
Jesus Christ. Jill is taking some abuse. Holy fuck, that looks like the third boss from Dark Souls 2. Now it reminds me of The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life.
You sure as hell
Good
can.
luck.
Nikolai!
I guarantee that you can.
Go after Nikolai. He's got the vaccine.
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
I know you do.
Look,
How?
just so you
How?
know, this is the last fucking time.
How do you have this, Jill? I would like to know. Alright, let's just get started with this. There we go. That thing has to weigh like 300 pounds. I don't know how she... This probably weighs more than that, honestly. It probably weighs like 600, 700 pounds. How is she picking it up? You would need an exoskeleton to pick that thing up. Jesus Christ.
Damn, it needs power.
Yep. Sure does, Jill. Good job noticing that. Is it just one? There's 3 of them bitches.
Felt that, did you? How about some more?
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. Move. Oh, I meant to dodge that. Oh, I need to get this. Push it in, push it in, push it in. Push it to the limit. Oh my god, please. Cool. Cool. Let's grab this shit. Hopefully he's not attacking yet.
I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
Holy shit, so much hanging ammo. Hi. Oh my god. Oh, he's down. He's down for the count. I don't think we can get 2 in a row. I should have went for the furthest one. I really think I should have. Oh. Yeah, he's already up. Okay. Let's use the Magnum.
You think I don't know how to fuck you up?
Let's go. Roar at me, bitch. Let's go. There it is. I wonder if I can dodge that. Oh my god, I did not dodge that. Don't do it. Don't do it. Dude, in Inferno mode, he fucking stun traps your ass. I did not dodge that at all. Okay. Oh, please make it. Oh god, please don't wake up. I need this. Oh, you son of a bitch. Please, 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 please. Oh my god. If you get caught on the side, it's a one-shot. Oh, gimme. Gimme! Fuck you, bitch! Suck my dick! You want stars? We'll give you stars, bitch. Stick this in your mouth. Suck on it.
Come on! Next time, take the fucking hit!
That's the money shot. That just reminds me of Spider-Man 3. Holy shit, I like sidestepped. But yeah, that reminds that so reminds me of fucking Spider-Man 3 whenever he's fighting Sandman in the sewers and he says good riddance. I can't do the delivery right, but that's what he sounded like. That's what the line was too, so. I actually like Spider-Man 3. Thought it was a good movie. Or I liked it. Oh, is it this way? Yes, perfect trail just right here between the ribs. Whatever. I don't know the anatomy of a nemesis. Thank God we're almost... Oh, wait. No, there's still one part I could fuck up. Honestly, could mess this up. So I can't be too hasty. Let me get my Magnum out. Yep. Jesus, this gun's as long as my thigh. Ain't nothing on the other side, is there? It doesn't hurt to check, does it? Rock hits me. Not the rock, I mean like a falling rock, you know? Okay, whatever. That was a bad joke. Cutscene? Do not touch?
I can still catch him.
What am I not supposed to touch? The wall? Why is the wall not safe? No info. Oh god, here we go. I just can't fuck this up.
You're not going to stop.
Why not just kill him?
Promised you this, didn't
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
I? No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rubber.
10 minutes until missile
Ah.
impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Oh yeah, my hero. Did you see that slap he gave him? Oh, here I go. I can't fuck this up.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't. I'll hit you.
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Okay, thank God. I thought it hit his arm. I guess it wouldn't matter if it hit his arm.
I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Huh.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Damn, they made Jill look so cool in this game. They made every character look really dope. Besides Nemesis. I don't know about... I mean, his final transformation looks stupid, but his... The beginning, when his first stage, amazing.
Jill, you alright?
There he is.
I wonder how many times we've seen this shot. I mean the helicopter shot at the end of like every Resident Evil game. I wonder if they make it a point to that, like that's the quota. Like at the when they do the storyboard, first thing they put is a helicopter like exit. Dude, that final image of the mushroom cloud looks insane. Looks like a fucking real photo. I mean, I don't know if you could take a real photo of that. You know what I mean.
It's finally over.
Oh yeah, this part's a little cheesy.
So long, RC.
But what Resident Evil game isn't cheesy? What Resident Evil game doesn't?
Empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us.
Probably hungry.
All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.
Man. Okay, this is normally the part where I talk on the game a little bit. In the past fucking games I've beaten, I talk over the credits just about what I think about the game overall. And I want to say something that isn't what people have already talked about this game. Dude, okay. So I think this is probably like a 3-hour run, and I already knew what I was doing for the most part. There's some areas I forgot, but that's gonna be the first point I make. Is the 5-hour game. My first playthrough on this game was hardcore. This game playthrough actually died less on that one too, because I was taking it more seriously. But it's hardcore. Took my sweet ass time, and my thing was literally like 5 hours and like 13 minutes, some shit like that. My first playthrough, and at first I was like, that doesn't really bug me. And then I was like, what else does the game have to offer? And I was like, oh shit, that's right. This game doesn't have like Leon AB, Claire AB. It doesn't have Ghost Survivor. It doesn't have all that extra shit. It has a Resistance. That game's alright, I guess. I don't know. I didn't really put too much time into it. Couldn't get into it. It's too laggy. But I don't know. It's just the 5 hours really hurts. And the clock tower. They took out the clock tower. Like, okay, I'm not a big fan of the original RE3. Like, I played it a little bit. It's just never... Like, out of the classics, that's definitely my least favorite. But it's not... I don't think it's a bad game or anything. It's just... But, you know, Resident Evil 2 is definitely tickles my fancy a lot more than that one. But RE3 was at least really cool going through the city. And the city was huge in Resident Evil 3. And this one, it's just that little area with the fucking donut shop. And you go through a couple alleys. You don't really... You don't see like apartment. You know what I mean? It's just it feels a lot more vast than the original for some reason. And the parking lot, dude. Like in RE3 original, it took me like 2 hours to get to that parking garage area before the train, like where you meet Nikolai and all of them, or I should say Mikkel. But in this one, it's the very beginning of the game, like 10 minutes in. That doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would they do that? Like, they just rushed through the entire beginning of the game. Reminds me a little bit of RE2 Remake when you first get out of the exploding car and you're running just through the city, you know, the normal run, escaping towards the Raccoon City Police Department. It takes like a minute and a half to get there to the police department. In the original RE2, it took like if you didn't know what the fuck you were doing, probably like 10 minutes. And the run was longer, and you met characters on the way. Like I mean, I get they saved Kendo for later, and I guess that's better. They made the character better for sure. And it's something that you kind of needed to experience with Ada, I guess. But I still miss that part in the beginning. You know, where he gets fucking chewed up. I don't know. Maybe they could have done something with that. Who knows? But I'm getting off topic. It's like, let me talk about what I like about. Okay, first of all, the designs are amazing. Carlos is infinitely better. Jill looks amazing. Super badass. Awesome. Voice actor's really good. She kind of... I don't want to say she's plain, because she does have a personality. The thing is, her personality is snarky and kind of rude. But it's hard to... I don't want to say it's her... It's like... Obviously, that's how she would react, I think. Like, I think she reacted appropriately for what she's been through and what she is going through. And then towards the end, she does warm up to Carlos and all that. And she... You know... She's not a dick like she is in the beginning to Carlos. So, I think that's just me reacting appropriately to how she's reacting, which is appropriately. But I think the weakest area is probably the hospital. Well, maybe the lab. Fuck, it's a toss-up. Because the hospital, it's weird. It's small, but you do a lot of backtracking, and it makes it feel big. and at that point you're exploring a small area for like in your first run probably like an hour, and it just doesn't feel good. I mean, I'd much rather have the clock tower. That had a bunch of lore behind it to do with the virus and everything, and fighting Nemesis at the top. Oh, that reminds me, there's no split decision shit like you get in the original, which I don't know if I don't think it was a bad thing to take it out. I know people missed it. Was there anything like that in RE2? Okay, so in RE2 remake, they took out the I forget what it's called, but it's the system basically if you grab an item, that item doesn't exist when you play as Claire in the opposite playthrough. So if you play Leon A and say you have a choice to grab the machine gun or some fucking hip pouch, you grab the machine gun or the hip pouch. Well, whatever you grabbed with Leon doesn't exist with Claire. Or if you grab both of them, they both don't exist for Claire. I missed that part of the game, but it's not a huge part of the game that faults it, because that game's still like a 9.5 to me. But this game, if I'm judging it by the same aspect, then I have to give it the same kind of treatment. You know, the fact that it's not super important, but I would have liked it. And in Resident Evil 2, it only knocked off 0.5. That wasn't my only gripe with that game, though. But with this one, it just feels like you're missing so much. And oh man, whenever you're going through the fucking puzzles, like the gems, that area was so cool in the original game, where you grab the battery out that statue, you take it back to the area for the waterfall or whatever. And, you know, the gas station is super annoying, but going on that building with that was on fire and you met Nemesis up there, that was a cool spot that isn't in this game. That's another thing. You do not get to fight Nemesis in his first stage, except for that one scenario in the beginning of the game when you're in the city area. Quotation marks. It's I say quotation marks because it's not really the city. It's just like one block, and it just doesn't. It's not right. Oh, and one thing. Okay, in RE2 remake, one of my gripes was that it wasn't cinematic enough, and I played this one and I'm like, this is too cinematic. And because that sounds hypocritical, but what I mean by that is the QTEs are pointless as fuck. They take up so much time to do nothing. Like, I'm just holding the QTEs are made to be immersive, make you immersed into the game, you know? So you feel in danger. You're like, oh god, at any moment I can die. And when you're just holding up on the left stick, watching Jill crawl for 10 seconds, not doing anything, and then she turns around just to shoot him, which they could have just skipped that her crawling, turn around and shoot him, and then you don't have to sit there for 10 seconds waiting to see what's going to happen next. Just feels like a loading screen, if anything else. That is used badly. Like in Resident Evil 4, is part of the cutscene. It's part of what was going on. If you wanted to dodge something, you had to press a button. In this game, it just doesn't work. That was one thing I wanted in RE2 is QTEs, but it wasn't in there. And I feel like the zombie grab QTEs can go. I don't think we need those. Those are kind of eh. But I'm honestly fine with or without QTEs. As long as they don't do them this way. Huh, I didn't see her pick that up now that I think about it. Oh, this is a 4-hour playthrough. Okay. I died 10 times. Goddamn. I think that sums up everything I feel about this game. By the way, this title screen's amazing. Best title screen out of the 2 remakes, I guess. Until they oh my god. I just thought about the Resident Evil 4 remake. I forgot they were making that. Oh god, I'm not going to be ready for that. I feel like I'm going to cry when I play that. It's my favorite game of all time. In case the one person watching this doesn't know. Resident Evil is actually my favorite game series of all time. Capcom's my favorite developer of all time. So I feel like I'm more harsh on this game than I should be, because I give this game like a 6. Because honestly, it's still got that feeling of go here, do this. Oh, you found an item that goes to the spot you just passed earlier. Go do that. It's like backtracking, but you know, you're finding pieces to a puzzle that it's not a hard puzzle to figure out. It's just you're like, oh man, I don't have this piece. I better wait until later I find it. And you're like, oh yeah, we'll just go. Oh, it goes over there, and then you go and do that. It's the progression feeling. The feeling of progressing through the game feels good. It feels like the other Resident Evil games. And honestly, the best part of the game is when Nemesis is following you around, just like Mr. X and Resident Evil 2 remake. And I feel like they listened to a small majority of the fans that were like, Mr. X is too hard. He shouldn't follow you around. That's bullshit. I'm like, dude, but he's so fucking slow and easy to get around, and you can like there's ways around him, and it adds that feeling of, you know, just like you don't know what the fuck's gonna happen to you, because in a game in these fucking games you're like, okay, I have this piece to goes here, I have to backtrack over there, and all I have to do is take this route that I remember. But what happens when Nemesis or Mr. X gets in your way? You have to recalculate your fucking route. You have to be like, oh my god, I have an obstacle in my way. How am I gonna figure out my way around this? You know, that's how. I wish that was how Nemesis felt throughout the entire game, but towards the end of the first stage of his evolution, it's like cinematic, following you, shooting you with the rocket launcher into cutscene where he blows up, and then it just repeats the process of boss fight. And the boss fights, oh my god. I dare say these boss fights are worse than Resident Evil 6's. Resident Evil 6's boss fights were at least, you know, so outlandishly crazy that it was cool to look at. Like the airplane crashing in fucking Tokyo. Then you fight the Nemesis dude, the wannabe Nemesis. That was actually a pretty cool design. But anyways, I'm gonna get a little bit off topic. My point is the boss fights in this game suck balls. The camera, you might have seen it a couple times, like fucking gets stuck to my shoulder, and it was like stuck directly behind my head, and I couldn't see shit. And the fact that you can kind of just get stuck, like I almost ran out of ammo. If I didn't run, I mean, that's kind of my fault, I guess, but that's just the way they have you go about it. I'd much rather just dodge him the entire time and shoot him than have him run around the arena, me waiting for him to stop. When there's downtime in the middle, that's just so boring. You're just sitting there waiting for the guy to stop while zombies are slowly getting close to you. That's not intense. It's annoying. You're just waiting for the guy to stop so you can electrocute him and then do more damage to him. I'd much rather just shoot him. Like that. Okay, the one boss fight that I actually think is good in this game is the rooftop one where he gets a flamethrower, because he has a weak spot like almost every other game. His moves are fucking sick. He has that like javelin thrust with the fucking thing, and he has all these cool fucking moves. Like, imagine if he had a rocket launcher in a boss fight like that, or he just switched mid-fight. That'd be fucking dope. But that's about the only good boss fight. I can't... Was there another one? Was there just those three with Nemesis? I feel like... Oh. I can't decide if the one with the acid room is worse, or the one where he evolves in the water and you shoot mines. That one's pretty bad. But... I'm trying to think of things I'd like about this game, and besides obviously the graphics as being like the best looking Capcom game Capcom has ever made. It's insane. I wish other games had the fidelity of this shit. The motion capture, the face is brilliant and everything. So this wasn't even made by Capcom though. I think it was made by M2 Studios. It's just published by Capcom. So hopefully they don't outsource their games anymore. I think the last game they outsourced was fucking... Was it... No, it wasn't SF5. I can't remember, but... God, I hope they get their shit together for RE4. I mean, I don't think they absolutely pooped the scoop, whatever, on this game. Like I said, I'm being harsher on it than I should. Honestly, I think this game deserves... like a 7.5, but I'm giving it a 6 because... it offended me. Man, I'm trying to think of stuff I like. Oh, the beginning sequence. Dude, the beginning was so cool. It made me think I was in for a fucking treat. The way they set that up. And then you see Brad in the beginning. They added some cool shit. And then took away so much. So much. But I think that's all I have to say on this game. I don't want anybody to think I didn't enjoy playing this, because I honestly I do just go back to play random Resident Evil games for fun, and I do enjoy playing this game as much as I hate to admit it. For the 4 to 5 hours I get to play it until it's over, it's fun to play. You know, dodging is fun, shooting's fun, explosions are fun. It's just a little. I just think it was made by the wrong people. Taken care of by the wrong people. But who knows, maybe there's some behind the scenes shit I don't know about that I'm just being overly dramatic about and don't know nothing about, and you know, because I don't know anything about game design, obviously, but Resident Evil 2 remake was so good, and then this one had such high expectations to be so good, and I think the hype just outweighed it. Really do. I just don't understand the people that see this game as like a fucking 9, and they're like, oh my god, this game's amazing. They completely did everything right compared to the original. And I'm like, no, they didn't. I mean, I'm not gonna be one of the guys that sucks the teat off of the fucking classic games, because I do think Resident Evil 2 remake is funner to play through, but I also really enjoyed playing Resident Evil 2 original. But I think remake is better, like a better game overall, better paced and everything. So, especially Claire. For some reason, I really enjoy playing as Claire in Resident Evil 2 remake. Maybe I'll do a playthrough of that, but maybe not. But it's weird. I'm kind of relieved, kind of not relieved to be finished with the game. I don't think I'm going to be featuring it on the channel again, but it was still pretty fun while it lasted. So I'm going to end the video here. I doubt anyone stayed till the end, which is fine. I kind of just like talking about this stuff, even if it's to self-reflect. So even if nobody's listening, or if you are listening, thank you. That means you probably care about this game as much as I do. Or not that if you're not watching till the very end, you don't care about the game, because obviously it's like a fucking 25-minute video. No one's going to stay 15 minutes after just to listen to me ramble on about a game that doesn't matter to anything. So, yeah. That's my thoughts, my opinions, my verdict. Everything I had to say about this game, pretty much. So, I'm going to end it here. You have a good one. Bye.